lights and helping others all at the same time. I mean, sign me up. A fashion event taking place at Hotel Zaza, Memorial City, will benefit the local nonprofit Dress for Success Houston that empowers women to achieve economic independence. And we have a sneak peek live in studio. Speaking of summer, oh, this one hurts. These temperatures are certainly making it feel like summer. We have a look at today's forecast and when we may see some of those heat advisories go into effect. Not exactly what we wanted to hear, especially for those of us still without power from the storms. Speaking of which, it's now day 5 without power for more than 250,000 homes and businesses in our area. That means families are waking up again this morning in uncomfortably warm houses, a situation that can be dangerous for some people. So our own Seth Kovar is joining us live from his neighborhood, Shepherd Forest, where some folks still don't have power this morning. Seth, how about you? Do you have power? I know you've been having to deal with things.
Well, Maggie, you call me Seth with the good hair a lot. The hair can't be good when you're trying to get ready in a bathroom that's hot because you don't have air conditioning. Yeah, my house still does not have power, and a few of my neighbors don't, but this is a sign of things to come. Workers ahead. There are people down there. There are crews over there, up on poles over there. They are getting the power back on. Some 7,000 workers for CenterPoint Energy hard at work trying to restore all the power. We wish them good luck because we are ready to get back into the AC. I tell you that much right now. But as we wait for the power to come back on and those workers to finish their jobs, we're also kind of getting used to some familiar sounds in this area. Take a listen. Yeah, Shepherd Forest is a little less foresty thanks to Thursday's destructive storm. Lots of my neighbors are cutting up down trees and limbs and setting them on the curb to be picked up. A process Mayor Whitmire says starts today. Wednesday is CenterPoint Energy's goal for having basically everyone's power back on. As of this morning, according to their outage tracker, though, right at 250,000 homes and businesses are still in the dark. Worse, they have no air conditioning. And with the forecast calling for hot, humid weather, it's getting uncomfortable and even dangerous for some folks. With all that going on, we're seeing neighbors supporting neighbors, something that happens here so often during natural disasters. There are a couple of makeshift charging stations set up in this neighborhood. Families who have generators sharing the power with anyone who needs it.
A young family charged all their devices, and then we sent them home with a couple of battery packs because we had some to spare too. So, yeah. So I'm sure entertaining children during all this would be very difficult. And that's just what people in Houston do. I don't know if it's because we have so much practice but it's absolutely 100% like an amazing community.
Charging stations can't replace air conditioning, of course, so if you need a place to beat the heat, consider going to one of the cooling centers that the city has set up all over town. Now, most of them are open from 8 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon, but I want to point out 3 of them that stay open later. The Kingwood Community Center, the Woodland Community Center, and the Metropolitan Multi-Service Center. They do open later at noon, but they stay open late until 8 p.m. Of course, it can be quite warm until then, and we will continue to follow this story very closely. I'll personally let you know when my power is back on, but if you do need a cooling center, I have a list of them on our website. That's CW39.com. So, Maggie, hopefully you are better off than me and have power, maybe?
I hate to say I do, but here's the thing, Seth. If you need a place to come, my house is always open to you because we're a family here, and I truly mean it. And your hair still looks amazing. So thank you, though. I don't think people realize, though, that we're people, and so we still have to report on all of this when we're going through it. So I really, really appreciate you still bringing us all of this. I know you have to be exhausted, but again, come on over. Hefe will have a ball game on. You guys can crack one open and enjoy the cool. All right, well, after last week's storm, many school districts canceled classes this morning. As of Sunday, at least 54 HISD campuses are closed. Our own Kara Willis is now live from Sinclair Elementary. That's one of the district's hardest hit schools, with a look at what the damage could mean for the district. Good morning to you, Kara.
Good morning, Maggie. If you were here right now outside of Sinclair Elementary, you could see that the school closed this morning for obvious reasons. You can see all the damage that is left behind from last week's storms. Many fallen trees have impacted the school playground there. It looks like workers have already started chopping up some of the trees to get it out of the way. But also, if you look off into the distance there were some trees that actually fell on some of the portable buildings attached to the school as well. Definitely not the right conditions for our students to be in this morning. Trees have also been uprooted from the ground. That's just how strong, Maggie, those winds were last week. Thankfully, there are workers here that are in the process of getting things cleaned up, and hopefully we will hear back from the district on when they'll reopen. But as you just mentioned, Maggie, the storm last week took several lives last week. It also impacted some of the people's homes, and now the significant damage we have to HIC schools. Over 200 campuses met safety conditions and have power, air conditioning, and food. However, there are still those 54 campuses, including Sinclair here, that are closed this morning. According to HISD, over the weekend, more than 3,000 families visited emergency food distribution sites at Sam Houston and Austin high schools. The district says there are still families without electricity or internet, so many school staff and volunteers went door to door to offer help to those in need. Now, if you take a look at your screen here, here's how you can get some assistance if you were impacted. Families in need can reach out to the Houston Food Bank or even go to houstonisd.org for student assistance. There is a form there for you, or you can call 832-369-9390. Also, just after the show this morning at 10 a.m., there will be a food and supply distribution at HISD Brock at 1417 Houston Avenue and Moorfield Boys and Girls Club at 5950 Selinsky Road. So lots of assistance out there. We are Houston strong. So if you need that assistance, please, please, please reach out. And I hear from the district they'll continue to do so. But also, if you tuned in our earlier shows, Maggie, we also mentioned that there was a parent here that she was a little confused. She brought her child to school this morning. She was unaware that Sinclair Elementary closed, so she brought her child, rightfully so, to attend class this morning. However, she said that when she learned that the campus was closed, they told her her child would be transferred to Oak Forest Elementary. I reached out to HISD, and they sent us a statement saying that at first they didn't hear word that would be happening, but now they were told that several classes here at Sinclair were to be moved to Oak Forest Elementary. However, this morning they were without power. So once they get that up and running, students will be able to be accommodated at that campus. More updates on CW39.com. Back to you.
What a mess. And for parents, especially if you have to go to work and now the kids don't have school and you may not have power, it's a lot. So thank you so much for that, Kara. Again, a great resource. We try and keep everything up to date over on our website, CW39.com. Hang in there, parents. I know it's very hard right now, and we're trying to keep our kids together. Well, in the meantime, our friend of the show, he is doing what he loves the most while also helping his community recover after the storm. Coming up after the break, we'll tell you about Chef Willie Holmes. You see there, his passion for cooking and helping others. And speaking of helping others, I'm so excited because a fashion event taking place at Hotel Zaza, Memorial City, will benefit the local nonprofit Dress for Success Houston that empowers women to achieve economic independence. They're live in studio. I already have my eye on that dress, so stay tuned. We have more after the break.
The truth revealed.
Photos. We found 378 photos that were suspicious.
Weekdays at 12 on CW39 Houston.
Bad 18-wheeler wreck? Seriously injured? Debt piling up? Can't work?
Some insurance companies can be difficult. We go at them where it hurts, in their greedy little pockets. Get it? We help you with your lost wages, medical bills, and your car or truck repairs.
Jim Adler, Bill Adler, it's a go for the Texas Hammer.
If you're hit, we won't quit till the greedy insurance company says yes to nothing less than a fair deal.
Ready, set, summer. It's the Rooms to Go Patio Memorial Day sale. Save big on summer style with outdoor sets like this and this. Save on a pair of beautiful chaises. Add a pop of color with 2 Adirondack chairs and 6 great colors, 2 for just $4.88. Find great outdoor dining buys too, like these 5-piece sets. Add an additional chair, get one free. Plus, get great sets like this with 55-month interest-free financing right now during the Rooms to Go Patio Memorial Day sale.
It's Exclusive Furniture's Memorial Day Furniture and Mattress event with no interest for 60 months, no down payment, no delivery fee. Plus, save the tax. Exclusive Furniture makes furnishing your home easier than ever with the guaranteed lowest prices every day. Plus, low payments. Power sectional, $30 a month. Bedroom set, $19 a month. Hurry, the Memorial Day Furniture and Mattress event ends Memorial Day.
This is the new Exclusive Furniture, where low prices live every day.
Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Most people know me for winning 6 PGA championships. With my bum knee, I started thinking I was going to have to trade my club in for a cane. Then I discovered Arthritis Knee Pain Centers.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers has cutting-edge image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved, non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with pain relief, comfort, and improved mobility without surgery or downtime. It's covered by Medicare and most private insurance. We've helped relieve the pain for thousands of our patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers relieve my pain and change my life. They got me back in the game again, baby. Call them now and schedule your free knee pain assessment. Get the pain relief you deserve today.
Call 800-925-6863. That's 800-925-6863.
We got a hostage situation.
He says, Jessica, we're the American military. You're safe now.
Hostage Rescue. New episode this Tuesday at 9/8 Central.
All right, time now 9:12. Thanks for watching Houston Happens. And of course, we've got to check in with our girl, Ito. Ito, I don't like to hear that we may be having heat advisories and so many people still don't have power.
Yeah, it's a threshold that I'm not sure we're going to reach because good. So the heat index has to be 108, and the actual air temperature has to be 103. We're not going to be hitting those this week. However, I do understand that because of the power outages and because it's early in the season, that they kind of, relax that criteria, but I don't think they will, because take a look at this map that I have for you, or this graph that I have for you. So here's a look at our actual temperatures here the next couple of days. We're going to be in the low 90s for today and tomorrow, upper 80s for Wednesday. Now, when I compare this to what we typically see for this time of year, our average is 88 degrees. And then as we add in that heat index, yikes, right. But we're still below that criteria of the 103 actual air temperature and the 108 heat index number. However, because we do have the power outages, if they do continue into this weekend, they may lower that threshold because it's just too hot. It's just too dangerous for everyone out there, especially for our elderly and our young, those that are just sensitive to the heat. So you want to make sure you keep an eye on your neighbors. So here's a couple of symptoms that I have for you. I just want to bring this up to y'all. Just the heat dangers. First of all, we have the dizziness that could happen with heat exhaustion and the excessive sweating. But then also on this side, we have the heat stroke. And that's the one where you have to call 911 if you start experiencing, let's say, red, hot, dry skin or rapid, strong pulse and losing consciousness. So yes, we may not hit the heat advisory threshold, but we're just not used to this right now, Maggie. We're not used to all of this heat happening. And that's why when you start to feel those heat exhaustion symptoms right here on the left, get in a cool place, try to get that air conditioner if you can. We have cooling centers across the area, which you can find on our website, CW39.com. And we do have more information on this, of course, on our website, Maggie, but it's not looking all that great either, because I'm going to have a map for you here in a couple of minutes that shows this warming trend is going to continue into next week too.
Oh, all right. Hopefully everybody gets power soon. Well, if there is one thing though, Ito, about our community, we're willing to help each other in times of need and stay Houston strong, including our local stars. So my friend, Allison Zapata, she actually lost everything in Hurricane Harvey. And since then, she has made it her mission to help those in need. I mean, you guys, she is someone you can call and she will always be there no matter what. Well, she put out a call to action to help neighbors alongside DJ Mr. Rogers. And guess who showed up, you all? None other than Houston Texans QB CJ Stroud. She shared these images and video with me. She said that he spent the whole day yesterday helping clean up and was, quote, the kindest, most humble human giving back to the community. And she posted this. This really touched my heart. She said that a 14-year-old middle school football player came up to Stroud. He was so nervous. Well, it turned out that this sweet kiddo has had a really rough year, losing his home in a house fire that actually started in his bedroom. Well, without skipping a beat, she said CJ began to talk to him about his own personal loss at that very same age, connecting with this boy immediately on such a genuine level. Next thing you know, look at that. They were throwing the football together. He showed him his car. He even called the kid's favorite receiver. And he didn't do this because there were cameras there. She videoed this. There were no news cameras there. He just did it because he's that great of a person and a true MVP, both on and off the field. Now, if you would like to help or if you need help, she said to DM DJ Mr. Rogers, and we're going to try and get them on the show. They're so busy at work, but they need chainsaws and whatnot to help everybody clear that debris. And another friend of the show is helping neighbors in need. We all know him and love him. That would be Chef Willie Holmes. Now, here's the thing. Like I was talking about earlier with Seth, a lot of us, we're going through it, right? Well, Chef Willie says his own neighborhood hit by the storm very badly, and many of his friends have actually been displaced, their homes destroyed, and their cars total. And they've been left without power, you all. So Chef Holmes says the best way for him to help to feed everyone who needs a meal while his neighbors work to move trees and clean up debris, Chef Holmes is working the grill, and he's such a good cook. And since they could be without power for the next 2 weeks, he wants to continue working to make sure everyone has cash food vouchers. So a GoFundMe has been set up to help people replace all of the food that they've lost in the storm due to power outages. I mean, I can't even imagine. And any and all donations will be greatly appreciated. Of course, we'll have this over on our website, CW39.com. Well, women helping women on this Motivational Monday, a fashion event taking place at Hotel Zaza, Memorial City this Thursday will benefit the local nonprofit Dress for Success Houston that empowers women to achieve economic independence. And we have some very special guests joining us for more. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is T. Mitchell. I'm here from Foreign Fare and Traveler's Table.
My name is Lisa Fuentes. I'm here from Hotel Zaza.
So tell us a little bit about this event that's going down at Hotel Zaza.
It's a sip and see event. We're really excited about it. It's going to be on our pool terrace. So it is an outdoor in the evening. It's called Sunset Soiree. We're going to feature light bites from both Traveler's Table and our chefs at Hotel Zaza, as well as some really fun cocktails and beverages to keep everyone cool.
I love this. Now, Dress for Success, I actually volunteered with them, and it was really a big deal, and we would help dress women so that they could go on job interviews and feel confident. And I know a lot of women out there right now, they may be stretched thin, especially after these storms. So you guys are actually part of this. Why is it so important?
We think it's really important just helping women like get back on their feet, and it's one of those organizations where if a woman's trying to like start over after something that happened in their life, whether it be a stage or a chapter in their life that they want to close, I love how Dress for Success helps them get back on their feet and back in their life. So all the proceeds, tickets, raffle tickets will go directly to Dress for Success. Okay. We are hosting a fashion show as well.
I'm excited about this.
We're excited as well. We'll be featuring summer travel clothing. So Foreign Fare is really all about having modern and stylish clothing designs in your travel wardrobe. So like staple, stylish, think like a wrap dress.
That's what I was going to say. This caught my attention across the studio, and also what you're wearing too. So tell me a little bit about this. This is beautiful.
This is actually a new colorway that we're featuring at the fashion show. It's available in July, so it's available for pre-sale, but this is one of our best sellers. It was also featured on Travel and Leisure. So the fabric is wrinkle resistant, really soft if you want to feel it.
And it has pockets, you all. It has
pockets, but one of the things that we love the most, it has a hidden pocket right here. So you can also, like if you have your hotel room keys or your passport, there's a zipper, and then you can also just take out your passport. So, and you can't even see it. So it's like hidden right here, and then you also have your side pockets.
This is amazing. Where can everybody get tickets? Because I want to come.
We are selling tickets currently on Eventbrite. You can look it up via Hotel Zaza at the Dress for Success event.
And thank you for still doing this because Hotel Zaza has been helping so many in our community because of your generator. You're housing all of these people. So thank you for all that you guys do for our community. And I'm so excited about this. If we can't make it out to the event, some people have a lot going on, where can we find out more about the clothing?
Just go to foreignfair.com. So fair spelled F-A-R-E.
I definitely want to come out. Ladies, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And everybody check it out. Again, the Sunset Soiree, it is happening May 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. at Hotel Zaza in Memorial City. Of course, we will have all this information over on our website as well, CW39.com. Thank you, ladies, very much. I appreciate both of you. Stay tuned. We have plenty of Houston Happens after the break.
CW39's Lifestyle Show, Houston Happens, highlights local businesses every day. Our team's ready to help you reach more customers and grow your revenue. We'd love to speak with you. Please scan the QR code or email hhsales@cw39.com today.
During the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale, save on this stylish, comfortable two-piece sectional from the Drew and Jonathan collection. On sale just $11.88 or $22 a month interest-free in your choice of color. Great comfort, great value. Only at Rooms to Go.
Who can you call when you need immediate help, any time of day or night, even when you're hundreds of miles away from home? Always giving you and your family peace of mind, knowing that people, benefits, and services are there for you 24/7. Over 50 million members rely on AAA, America's largest motor club and most highly recommended major roadside assistance provider.
AAA's legendary roadside assistance is a network with over 50,000 vehicles that respond to more than 32 million assistance calls every year.
If something happens and we're broken down, my family's not going to be stranded.
There are so many benefits to membership, and AAA is there if you're locked out of your car, need a tow, run out of gas, have a flat tire, or a dead battery.
You know, if you have one flat tire or one battery service, that membership fee pays for itself.
Wherever you go, wherever you are, you can trust AAA to be there when you need them.
Call AAA today and find out how much you can save.
TXU Energy is changing the energy game with Live Your Free, the first and only plan of its kind that automatically adapts each month to give you free energy when you use it most.
Having a plan that's made just for me changed everything.
Live Your Free adapts to your changing energy needs.
So I always get my biggest savings guaranteed.
Either every day,
every night,
or every weekend.
Which I can easily see in the TXU Energy app.
Those are savings you never have to choose.
Choosing's not really my thing.
TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Summer loves parties, and parties love electricity. So party on with the Flex Your Credits electricity plan from Reliant. With your 2 highest use days free every week automatically. And for those times when your parties are particularly cool, $200 in bonus bill credits when you need them most.
Call or visit Reliant today to make your summer more Flextra.
Reliant. That's power. Your way.
It's the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale. Save on this new 5-piece dining room with 4 chairs and your choice of a natural or black finish. Just $9.77 or $18 a month interest-free. Plus, get this bonus. Buy an additional chair and get one free. Now at Rooms to Go.
This program is brought to you by Simmons & Fletcher, Christian Trial Lawyers, Houston, Texas. Steve Wilkos, today at 2 on CW39 Houston.
Well, soon the kiddos will be home for summer break, ready or not, right? Well, Elizabeth Werner, friend of the show, she joins us with some great items to keep our kids learning, active, and entertained throughout the summer months. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I told you I have my 19-month-old, and we love a lot of these already.
I'm so excited. Well, thank you for having me. We'll jump right in with something that your baby is going to love. This is from Fisher-Price, and they have a brand new line of beautiful wood toys. 18 items that they're kicking off with. Fisher-Price is 94 years old, and they actually started off making wood toys. So to celebrate that legacy, this new line is beautiful. It's affordable, high quality, colorful, brings us back to the basics, which as a mother of 4, I love. And these are so beautiful. They'll definitely become heirloom toys. And of course, they're going to be developing while they're playing. Now, let's get them outside. Let's get them active. This is the Crazy Cart, a little bit too big for your babes, but the Crazy Cart Shuffle is amazing. Starting at age 4, but all the way up to 150 pounds. This is a kid-powered go-kart. No batteries to charge or maintain. They hop on, they shuffle, shuffle, shuffle with their feet, and the magic begins when they actually actually pull up on those drift bars on the side. Then they can drift, they can spin, lots of excitement. And this grows with them. The actual frame is adjustable 5 times. So it starts off at age 4, but takes them up through those teen years. They love it. The reviews are amazing, and I love it too. So you've got to check that out. Now, another great one for your babes. This is the Tony Box. It's an award-winning screen-free entertainment system. So all our little ones do is take a Tony character, whoever they love, they place it on top. It instantly knows which character is there and begins playing. Well, the newest character, a Marvel Tony, Black Panther, comes with songs, an original crime-fighting story, but you can find a perfect Tony for your little one. They've got all their favorite shows, their favorite characters, their favorite books. You can find it. They're there, and they're going to love it. Now, when it comes to science, Top Secret Toys Dissect It. These are amazing. We're starting off with the toy frog dissection kit, but we also have bat, piranha, salamander, and soon-to-be rattlesnake. They're going to carve through a one-of-a-kind gelatin material, and when they do that, they're going to get to go through the skeletal structure, a full set of organs, veins, arteries. Comes with the dissection table, tools, and 2 refills, so they can do it a few times. At the end, they've got the cool skeleton that they can put up together like a puzzle. Really amazing. Even comes with a learning guide. Now, when it comes to de-stressing over the summer months, don't miss out on Nido. This is the ultimate de-stress fidget toy. Focus. They already started this squish sensation, but now it continues with a whole line of new items. Pull, stretch, smush, squeeze. These help us find our best mellow selves. Check out the new Ripples, the Nice Cube, the Dream Drop. They're soft, quiet, no mess, not sticky, and glorifyingly satisfying. Let me just say, when the kids go to bed, we're going to take these. I have them on my desk, and I use them during all my office calls.
That's what I was thinking. I need one of those now. And I kind of wanted one of the razors. Elizabeth, you always come through with the best toys. Amazing. These are amazing. Thank you so much. Where can everybody go for more? Because I definitely want to get some of these Fisher-Price and a Tony.
Yes, it's WernerInfo.com.
Well, thank you so much, and happy summer to you and your kiddos soon. It'll be here before we know it. All right, stay tuned. We have plenty of Houston Happens after the break.
Searching for dental implants? When you find yourself needing to replace all of your teeth, you've done the research. You've heard Renew Smiles say we are up to 60% less than other providers. And maybe you thought to yourself, not a chance. But the reality is, that is 100% true. Renew Smiles is up to 60% less than other providers and offers low monthly financing, even with lower credit scores. It's more than just teeth. It's life-changing. Don't take our word for it.
Renew gets all 5 stars from me.
My first steak in 12 years. Wow.
They say they're affordable, and they really are.
You get the same high-quality, amazing digital technology, a proprietary system that patients love, but what they love even more is the price. They love getting a beautiful, natural smile for less in one day. That's Renew Smiles, right in your local neighborhood by local doctors. Call 281-800-5000 or visit renewsmiles.com.
When the insurance company tells you that you don't need a lawyer, then you probably need a lawyer. If you've been injured in an accident, call us for a free consultation at 1-800-JUSTICE. Simmons & Fletcher, Christian Trial Lawyers.
Would you buy a life insurance policy if you knew your rate increased every 5 years? What if $9.95 a month bought you less than $1,000 in protection? Sadly, many policies that seniors buy today fail to mention this in their advertisements. You could buy a policy that might not give you enough coverage when you need it most. Call now to receive free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life Insurance Company. The Senior Care Plan guarantees your rates cannot increase. Your benefit will never decrease. There is no medical exam, and you will have lifetime coverage. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in whole life protection, and rates start as low as $5.90 a month. With the Senior Care Plan, your coverage can start immediately, unlike other policies that don't give you full coverage for 2 years. Call now for free information on the Senior Care Plan from Senior Life. By calling now, you lock in the lowest rate possible. You have no obligation. Call now.
Young Sheldon, tonight at 5 and 5:30 on CW 39 Houston.
Are you vote ready?
Bring one of the 7 approved forms of photo ID to the polls. Don't have a photo ID? If you do not possess and cannot reasonably obtain an approved photo ID, fill out a reasonable impediment declaration form and present another form of ID. Voting by mail, provide one of the following numbers on your ballot. Visit votetexas.gov to learn more.
All right, the time now is 9:30. You know what that means. We're at that halfway mark. It's time for Producer Lou to enter the chat. Hey, girl.
Hey, Maggie. How's it going?
It's good. I feel like we're all kind of surviving and trying to thrive a little bit.
It's Monday, very Monday-y. Yeah. I mean, last night, I was with my roommate. We were grabbing ice cream, and I thought, in my mind, it was Saturday.
Can we also talk about that ice cream you grabbed? Was it Argentinian ice cream?
Yes, it's gelato.
I was like very confused.
I was like, what's the difference between ice cream and gelato? I don't know. But yeah, we went out, we grabbed that. That was delicious, by the way. I feel like we have to have them on the show.
What is it? I would rather not have any dinner and just have some ice cream in the summer. Like watermelon and ice cream.
Yes,
but
you're my
thighs
person.
Are like,
I'm always down for dessert. Literally, ask anyone in my life, they're always like, she gotta have something sweet after dinner.
My husband does. Hefe, we can't even finish, and then he already has to have something sweet.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, I like appetizers and dessert.
Speaking of Hefe, I feel like we talked about this with him a while ago. There are so many ways, like so many platforms you need to watch the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Right? So, like you have Paramount Plus, you have ESPN, Fox Sports, Peacock, and now Netflix. Yeah. You may need a Netflix subscription to watch Sunday football.
Well,
so we're going to tell you more.
Texans game on Christmas. It's on Netflix, so maybe you could give that as a gift.
You know what? I kind of feel like everyone has Netflix at this point, so we shouldn't be as mad.
No, we shouldn't be as mad about
it. It could be worse.
Speaking about mad, though, whoa.
Maggie, can we just say J.Lo has been going through it? Yikes, girl. You had some canceled shows, a movie that, I mean, it kind of flopped, and now a divorce? Back to the
shows 3 women. At one point, she's seemed. Yeah.
Like what? But
I used to like her. I just feel like lately I'm not a fan.
I don't know what she's really done. Like, I know she's done Instagram with her family, and she was a supermodel, but
she had a show, which I used to watch. Yeah, because she's a really good cook. She has that whole cooking line.
Oh.
She's just, as my mom says, mouthy. She's very mouthy. Yeah. I liked her when she was so vulnerable. Now she's sober, which is great. I think that's great. But she seems very on her high horse.
I didn't look like right here she's trying to smile a little bit.
And he's so
And then look at this face right here. Just
But also, though, can we just talk about her hair? I love her hair.
I do, too.
It kind of made me want to cut my hair like that.
Oh, you would look so cute.
No, I'm not.
She looks good.
No, honey, look at that.
No.
But yeah, and she pushed him away. I think it was rude. They're so rich they could buy a photo booth.
Yeah, what's so special about this photo booth? And then, like, can't you just let them have fun? Like, you guys can have this photo booth whenever you want.
She expected to walk in and then to scurry around and kiss her little...
No, like, but also, I get that. You don't know how long those ladies were in there.
Well, because, like, producer Lou and I love a good photo booth. at the rodeo, and we do take a lot of retakes.
Oh, that's beautiful. Like, I love that. But I wanted to bring up my husband. Oh. Whenever anybody's waiting for us, he's like, come on, hurry.
Yeah,
I don't want to be rude. I don't want to. And I'm just like, we waited our turn.
Yeah.
We will experience this, and we will have fun doing what we waited for. Like, I'm not going to hurry up.
You're so anxious because people are waiting,
and
then you get out of it.
That's him. And I'm just so counterculture when he does that. I'm just like, I'm just going to take.
I'm also one of those that's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know the line was back there.
Oh, my peripheral,
like for an escalator.
My peripheral vision ends right here, so I had no idea.
Well, speaking of vision, it doesn't take a blind person to see J-Lo and Ben Affleck. We've all heard something at this point. They're living apart. He doesn't wear a wedding ring. Are J-Lo and Ben Affleck parting ways again? Well, it may be the case. While no one is speaking to a divorce attorney yet, a friend of Affleck's tells our news partner, News Nation, he doesn't see how the two will work out in the long run. Quote, they don't really have much in common. He's way more low-key. He likes to hang with the guys and is a homebody. She likes the glamour and the pomp and circumstance, you don't say. The friend says, and while opposites attract, it may be time to throw that ring on the floor, J-Lo. What do you think?
I think every time I see a picture of him now, it's just a frame. You know,
they look miserable.
They do. Like,
and she looks like she's just like, honey, please smile. Don't embarrass me.
Yeah. Like that one day when she was getting in the car and he just like slammed it.
He seems to me like he's a ticking time bomb. I don't know him.
I know.
No. But also he's had substance abuse issues. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I told Hefe, actually, she should have never left A-Rod. I liked them together. I think that they were a
did like them
sexy
together. Yeah, they were.
They don't fit.
Oh.
And can you get back together with someone after that much time passed and then you called off your engagement? It's like when you were with an ex and then you broke up and then you tried to get back with your ex. In my experience, it never worked.
No, especially when they themselves don't change. So if the thing he was focusing on was his substance abuse and not like his emotional intelligence or his emotional availability, if he wasn't working on that, just substance abuse, like that, maybe that's the reason why they broke up the first place, and it's going to be the second time.
Can we talk about, like, I feel bad for the kids though, because J-Lo's kids, they seem to be close with A-Rod's kids. Then those kids are out of their life. Now they seem to be very close with his kids.
It's not stability for them. They like like they are married, that's great, but like when you're dating someone, I kind of feel like don't bring in a partner.
But now they're married again.
I know. It's just
and supposedly she's in the house, he's not. She's working on a tour. I don't know.
Oh, I saw a photo of him though wearing the wedding ring like yesterday.
Conveniently at a farmer's market. If ever you think you're gonna get a divorce and people are talking, just go to a farmer's market and flash the bling. Just saying. All right, ready for this?
Yes.
I'm not sure if I am. It's official. We're only 112 days away from the NFL.
Yes. Yay! Nachos.
Here we go. Oh, I do like a good nacho.
Amen.
Kicking off the 2024 regular season, and with schedules released this week, or actually we should say last week, there's been a lot of excitement, but also new ways to watch. So News Nation's Ryan Bass explains how much it will cost to watch every game. Oh yeah, we've been through it.
Money?
Money, honey.
You know, I thought cutting the cord meant things were going to be cheaper, but clearly not if you're an NFL fan. The league just dropped their schedule last night. We've got games coming up on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, Thanksgiving, Christmas Day, 5 international games played in 3 countries as well. And now add in the element of Netflix and the NFL agreeing to a streaming rights deal. I don't know what your budget is, but be prepared. You're going to be blowing right through it because you now need 7 services to stream every single game this upcoming football season, including now Netflix, which is entering the streaming rights stratosphere. The NFL gift wrapping a doubleheader of games to the streaming giant in a new 3-year deal, meaning you'll now need a Netflix subscription to watch football while unwrapping presents under that tree. Chiefs, Steelers, and Ravens-Texans are the featured Santa Day slate. Now, that also means this deal that the NFL partners with all major U.S. broadcast networks and now most streaming platforms as well. Nothing is in more demand than the National Football League, and they know it. Confident you're going to migrate to any platform necessary because they own the live event space. Last year, 93 of the top 100 broadcasts on TV were NFL contests. The State of the Union and the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, those were the only non-football events to even crack the top 50. Simply put, football is king. So how much should you expect to shell out if you actually want to watch all of these games? Well, you might want to sit down for this because it's a little crazy. You'll need a cable or YouTube TV subscription plus the NFL Sunday ticket. That's already over $1,200 for the year. Add in Amazon Prime Video for Thursday nights. That's $139. Peacock, ESPN Plus, and NFL Plus tax on another $199 as well. And now Netflix for Christmas Day. That's a whopping $1,610 annually to watch football, or $134 a month before any possible price hikes this year. But there are some ways that you can knock that price down a little bit. Number one, those free trials are going to be your best friend. Number two, password sharing to be able to split the cost with family and friends. Things like YouTube TV and Amazon allow you to do family sharing. And then take advantage of some of those promo offers by canceling and then resubscribing to save yourself a few extra bucks too. And if you think, you know what, NFL fans are going to say, I'm done with it with all these streaming services, I'm not going there, you'd be dead wrong, because January there was a Peacock exclusive playoff game between the Dolphins and the Chiefs, which ended up being the most streamed event in U.S. history. 21 million people tuned in. So if that is any indication, sports fans, especially NFL fans, are going to go where the football is, which means you end up paying more, and you now need all these streaming services in order to enjoy the NFL.
Who are you? I don't even know you.
You don't ask questions. I ask questions.
Hot Bench, next on CW39 Houston.
Here's what you know. You were injured in a crash involving a big truck. But here's what you don't know. While you're trying to recover, the truck company is already taking steps that could hurt you and your family. Combing the crash site, talking to witnesses, coaching their drivers, trying to shift the blame away from them and onto you. And if that sounds bad, what comes next could be even worse. Let Terry Bryant protect you. Call 713-973-8888.
My knees were a mess. I'm a golfer. It's a very big thing in my life to be able to get in my car and go to the club and hit golf balls and practice. And I couldn't do this. My pain was so bad, I even considered surgery. I didn't want to have surgery because it would take me out of what I like to do too long, and I wanted to see if there was something out there that would prevent this.
Do you suffer with arthritis pain? Is it keeping you from the activities you love and you feel that surgery is your only option? Then you need to call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers for a free, no-obligation screening today. Call 800-915-5717. That's 800-915-5717. Arthritis Knee Pain Centers use cutting-edge, image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with comfort and pain relief.
Before the treatment, I was limited on what I could do. It was frustrating. If you had asked me, would I be practicing every day, walking around, doing my gym work, I would have never thought that. I had the procedure done in my knee. It was a miracle. I couldn't believe the relief that I got.
These treatments help to improve your mobility without surgery or downtime.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers gave me relief that I was looking for. They care about your pain.
Covered by Medicare and most private insurance, we've helped relieve the pain for over 50,000 patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Center relieved my pain and got my life back. The rest is history, baby.
Remember, our procedure is covered by Medicare and most private insurance. So get back to living your life and doing the things you love with less pain. Call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers and schedule your no-charge screening now. Call 800-915-5717. That's 800-915-5717.
Has been contested since the very first Olympics in 1896. Fun fact, it's a sport rooted in history and tradition, and here in America more recently, the sport is reaching more kids of color than ever before, thanks to a group of former Olympians focused on inspiring young people to get involved. Matt Barnes has their story.
On this strip, anything is possible, as long as you work for it. Here at Fencers Club in New York City, past, current, and future Olympians work on their craft. Three-time Olympian Daryl Homer is one of them.
I first started fencing because I read about it in a children's dictionary. I was 5, and I bugged my mom and told her I really wanted to try it out, and I ended up starting fencing when I was 11.
Daryl grew up in the Bronx, a first-generation American from the Virgin Islands.
From 11 years old, I was surrounded by Olympians that looked like me. So I got to see Keith Smart, Aaron Smart, Kamara James, Aki Spencerell, all these like amazing icons in the sport. Just kind of like, you know, I could reach them and touch them.
That kind of access for Daryl to meet black Olympic fencers came via the Peter Westbrook Foundation, founded by Peter Westbrook, the first black American to win a medal in the sport. And among one of Peter's pupils was Keith Smart, also a first-generation American who would go on to compete in 3 Olympics and win a silver medal in Beijing in 2008.
I think when I'd met Keith, he'd just come back from the 2000 Olympic Games. I watched him prepare for 04. I watched him win a medal in 2008. I remember in 2008 when Keith was competing, I literally was in front of my computer watching him compete the entire night because he was in Beijing. Just to be able to know these people and be able to kind of see yourself in them.
Seeing yourself. It seems small, but for Daryl, seeing Keith win a medal was the motivation he needed to know that he could do it too. And Keith saw the potential in Daryl as well.
From the very beginning, I recall this vividly. Like, Daryl had a competitive fire in him that most kids his age did not. He hated to lose. He was really focused in trying to be better each day, which is what you want to see.
Keith's mentoring of Daryl paid off. Daryl qualified for the London Olympics in 2012. He finished 6th in the individual men's saber, and the team finished in 8th.
Well, the London Games kind of laid the foundation. I'd gone to one of the games, I'd not medaled, I knew what that felt like. I performed well, but I didn't medal.
After the Olympics, there's a thing known as like an Olympic depression or like a down feeling, and he didn't suffer from that at all, because I was like, look, you're like the best of the best, and you should be very proud of what you've done. And I knew that wasn't going to be his last Olympics. So let's get back to work and take some time for yourself, and then get back to working for the next game, which was 2016. And we all know what he did down there.
Daryl would win a silver medal at the Rio Games, becoming the first American to win a medal in men's saber since Peter Westbrook in 1984.
It's like a moment to forever be in your heart, you know, like I think I was on the podium and my life flashed before my eyes, the way people say, you know, but it was like a really overwhelming moment.
It's been really impressive and inspiring to see him grow from a little boy to a teenager to a world-class Olympic silver medalist fencer. So this is like very surreal for me. We both share a passion for like giving back and opening the doors for future generations, in particular fencers of color. We're still in the minority as people of color in America and then across the world when competing. And I think we both share that same passion of like, let's get more people that look like us into the sport. And it's great to see Daryl doing that every Saturday. Where it rains, sleet, or snow, in the middle of the Olympic season, he's here teaching like 8-year-olds, 10-year-olds how to fence. And that's truly inspiring.
No one gets married with the belief that one day you'll have to deal with a divorce case. Unfortunately, this is an all too common reality for a lot of people out there. Luckily, there's someone you can trust when the unthinkable happens. Please welcome to the show, friend of the show, Robert Von Dohlen, attorney at Von Dohlen Law Firm. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Thanks for waking up with us.
Hi, good morning, Maggie.
So this is a hard topic and it's an emotional topic, but you're there for us. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into this law.
Sure, thanks. My name's Robert Von Dohlen. I'm a native Houstonian. My family's been in Texas a long time. I'm from here, and I know the people here and what goes on here.
Right.
So I got into law late in life. I'd been doing some other kinds of work, and I went to law school thinking I was going to go that insurance route and do that work. But my own personal experience in family law, what I've gone through, brought me to helping other people get through it and see what I can do to make their world better.
So you know all too well about how this can be.
Yes.
Yes. You think that separates you from everybody else, would you say?
It helps. It helps. I've got an idea of what people are going through. I know what it's like when you get served with papers and you're scared of your future.
Right. So what do you do for your clients?
We listen. We listen very closely to their story. We make sure that we work their case through the court in a way that helps and promotes their best interests. Right. And we try to help people maintain relationships going forward after the divorce.
Oh.
I call our firm the No Drama Law Firm. In fact, if you want to reach us, you email nodrama@vondohlenlaw.com.
I actually really like that, because let me tell you, there's a lot of drama because emotions are so high during divorce, and oftentimes children are involved too.
Yes, quite often. In fact, most of our clients have children. Most of our clients are middle-aged. They've acquired some assets that they need to work through, and they've got children, and that's their greatest concern is, you know, how are we going to parent these children after this? What happens with the children?
Jeez, that's why it's nice that there's no drama, that you strive for that.
We really try hard. You know, everyone's watched a TV show where the lawyers are papering the case and filing all kinds of things, and we try to keep that to a minimum.
Right.
We begin with the end in mind. Where are we going with this, and what's the fastest way we can pull our client along to that conclusion?
Jeez. Well, I know you, and you're just kind of a calming force, which I think a lot of us need, especially in a time of need and when emotions are so high. So again, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you.
Yes, you can call us at 713-443-6730, or again, no drama at vondolenlaw.com.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for the work that you're doing for a lot of families out there. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's an honor and a pleasure to serve the people of Houston, Harris County, and Texas.
Well, thank you.
Hello, I'm Andrew Womack, and I'd like to invite you to join me daily, every weekday, for the Gospel Truth broadcast right here on this station. The times are on your screen, but you know, this is just a program where I teach from God's Word things that have changed my life, and I know they would change yours. So check it out each weekday, the Gospel Truth broadcast right here on this station.
This Booker T, 6-time world champ, 2-time Hall of Famer, and I've been crushing opponents in the ring for over 30 years. But Walker, he's been crushing insurance companies for over 40. If you need some help, call Walker. Now, can you dig that?
It's here, the Rooms to Go Kids Memorial Day Bed Sale. Give your kids the room they've been dreaming of at low Memorial Day sale prices. Add a pop of color with upholstered beds on sale as low as $225. Shop bunk and loft beds on sale. Disney and Star Wars themed beds on sale. Storage beds with so many options on sale now. An incredible selection of quality kids furniture at low Memorial Day sale prices. The Rooms to Go Kids Memorial Day Bed Sale is going on now.
Thinking of selling your house? I'm JR with sellthejr.com, and I'll buy your house as is. I'll give you a cash offer within 24 hours. Sellthejr.com makes selling your home easy. We buy houses in any condition. We can work through any situation. With sellthejr.com, there are no strangers walking through your house, no closing costs, no commissions, and no repairs. Go to sell2jr.com for your free, no obligation cash offer.
Summer loves parties, and parties love electricity. So party on with the Flex Your Credits electricity plan from Reliant. With your 2 highest use days free every week automatically. And for those times when your parties are particularly cool, $200 in bonus bill credits when you need them most.
Call or visit Reliant today to make your summer more Flextra.
Reliant. That's power. Your way.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all-electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, what you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Lease F-150 for $399 a month, or choose 1/9 financing for 72 months plus $1,000 cash, both with complimentary maintenance. See your best in Texas Ford dealer.
We wrap today's show. We do want to share some resourceful information for you. CenterPoint Energy says it restored at least 75% of its service to those impacted by last week's severe weather. The company says it has made significant progress, and it's hoping tonight, fingers crossed, it will reach at least 85% of its goal. Approximately 115,000 additional customers last night recovered power. Nearly 700,000 customers have been restored in the 72 hours. The company says it's on track to be substantially complete with restoration by Wednesday evening. I know that a lot of people are frustrated, so thank you, workers, for all that you are doing. Now, here's a look at the CenterPoint updated estimated restoration times. I know a lot of us are on pins and needles waiting. So CenterPoint says crews, contractors, and mutual assistance resources continue to work around the clock to restore power across impacted areas as safely and quickly as possible. You can also view this map online, gisoutagetracker.websites.net. Of course, we'll have this on our website as well. Meanwhile, Baker Ripley and Precinct 2 are opening a cooling center at the Baker Ripley East Aldine campus. The operation of the cooling center is this Monday and Tuesday from 10 a.m., so shortly, until 7 p.m. You can see the graphic on your screen for all of the information, and it will also be over on our website. Also, if you are one of the thousands of people affected by last week's storms, Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston is offering a relief drive today at 326 Jensen Drive. Emergency food and cleaning supplies will also be available. Also, those impacted may apply online for limited financial help on the Catholic Charities website. For more information and disaster recovery resources, just go over to our website, cw39.com. And that's nearly a wrap on today's show. Before we go, here is a look at today's sponsored content. And we, of course, will see you back here tomorrow morning, same place, same time, for more Houston Happens. Hopefully more of you have power, or your friends and neighbors do too. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.